All right. So yeah, we saw Jurassic Park Rebirth. Um, I actually have not seen this, so do y'all want to check this out? And I still can't hear it. What's going on here?
This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my God.
Fortunately for us, all these species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
He's your guy?
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Move up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
Do we have to get a sample from an egg?
I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Oh my God.
Please don't say they're raptors. They're raptors.
The worst of the worst were left here.
Come on! Duncan!
Good lord.
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
All right, what is going on, everybody? I'm going to do another intro for this one. You already know. Hey, everybody, welcome back to LuckyDog Podcast. This is your host, Elias Rouse. This podcast sponsored by EliasRouseMedia.com. Photo, video, digital media production. Today, we are discussing Jurassic World Rebirth 2025. Gareth Edwards. Hold on. Yeah, here, hold on. I've gotten this guy mixed up with the other Gareth, Gareth something or another that did the raid, but this is the Gareth Edwards that did the creator. This is the Gareth Edwards that did Godzilla. He's done Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Yeah, he's got a lot of interesting accolades. Projects under his belt that he's led, and everyone probably has heard about the left and the right stuff that's happened from, studios taking control of his stuff and him kind of having to deal with it. Seems like a good guy, cool guy to work with, but he also seems like the director that the studios want to kind of use to, use their own, Gareth, come over here and just, do the thing for us. And if that's what he wants to do, if that's how he wants to do it, then that's fine. Jurassic World Rebirth. This is kind of it's a hairy one on that. Let's break it down in a second. Not an ad, but I'm loving this Coca-Cola. So, anyways, Jurassic World Rebirth. What are we doing here, people? I'm gonna cut straight to it. Normally, it's the good, the bad, the ugly, but first of all, how are we supposed to handle this? It feels like Jurassic World, the side mission / the video game / the television limited series. It doesn't feel like it goes along the line of I don't know what the typical Jurassic Park formula even is off the top of my head, but it feels like there's a sense of wonder, there's a sense of adventure, action, horror, spectacle, comedy. And I'd say about like four of those things are missing. It's like we got the action, and that's about it. I mean, they try to have like moments of spectacle and wonder, and it just falls completely flat. And they're trying to have like homages to the original Jurassic Park, just like the other ones with the music cues, and some of the way that they're positioning the car, the camera in the car. It's like all the T-Rex is coming in, trying to eat you in between the two different objects that are really tight. It feels like this is a studio-led Universal's picture that is just like plug and play. All right, just get the best actors you can find for the amount of money we got. We've already got the dinosaurs rendered. Like, I've heard that Marvel already has action sequences already mapped out for a lot of their movies, and this feels like the consequence of having basically an entire movie probably already rendered and made. Like, I'd say most of it looks pretty good, but the merging of the actors with the dinosaurs in the background, I thought it probably could have used some more work. Certain scenes worked better than others. That to me means there's probably different studios working on different types of scenes and different animals and different CGI characters. Whatever. Some of it's more probably practical than others when it comes down to getting closer to the animals. But basically, what I'm saying is, I didn't think anything was revolutionary here. I barely felt like this was a Jurassic Park movie. It felt like all of the most uninteresting side characters, unfortunately, for the majority of the movie. We got a family here. I like Scarlett Johansson like almost everything that she's in. Mahershala Ali just can do no wrong, and his charisma is. I feel like he's doing the most with his charisma and his. But all of the characters really felt like just small subsections of each other. There's about 3 or 4 main, guys. This is like the generic bad guy, corporate bad guy. I mean, you can already tell him just by the slick back hair. I mean, who wears that on a on a damn excursion to a dinosaur island? And then we have ScarJo doing no wrong, but she's doing what they're asking her to do, but there's such little on the page for her to give from a perspective of like making this more than a 2D character, like fleshed out. It just felt very, I don't know, like like I was wanting more. Like, I wanted to care about these people. Like, when people would get snatched up, I was like, oh shit, oh, they got so and so, oh, they got Marty McFly, they got Jim Bobby Bean. The old moves. What do you say, Faza? I love the old moves. This. I'm not really sure what that means, but the main, professor guy, like, these guys almost were the same character. They were just a little. This guy was a little bit more slimy, and this guy was a little bit more nerdy. But it just felt like just mix up the formula a little bit, and it was like these guys are basically the same people. And I don't. Where's the family? The family's in this somewhere. So yeah, there's like an entire like family that is stuck on this island with them, and of course, we gotta follow the family and stuff like that, and make sure they're okay. And I just the majority of the time, I feel like these characters are having to be reactionary to what's happening around them, and I understand they have limited resources and whatnot, but it was to the point where I was like, all right, we're just running from everything. Everything's just attacking them, and we have like little to no power, and there was nothing they could do to really fight back. And it's not like the monsters are getting crazier. The monsters are getting crazier. The action scenes are getting crazier, and I feel like we need to upgrade our characters. If our characters are going to go into try to do some special ops, upgrading, like we're not quite at like James Bond level of technology in this, but if we're gonna upgrade the dinosaurs and stuff like that, I've said this in my review. Give us mechs, give us, if this is a new era, there's new tech and all this new stuff, like give us better technology to fight back. I'm not saying that we need to have like lightsabers and beam swords and all that, you know. Faza said I like the old movies 10 times better than the new ones. Well, I'll tell you right now, is they use practical effects, Faza. It actually looks like a real fucking giant thing coming towards the screen, because it is. Like there's so many scenes in this that just feel like, character falls off something, and there's and it's like clearly this. I think it renders a lot better in. It renders a lot better over digital, but watching it on screen, I was like, it doesn't really look like there's a dinosaur right there. Like I think this actually looks pretty good from here, but when I was watching it on screen, I was like, there's like I can just tell the green screen's there. So, there was numerous times they were just like, oh my God, there's something really big in the background. And I was like, this could have been rendered with any other, actor is what I'm saying. And it feels like there was a lot of scenes that they were just kind of like, they were either reacting or like right here, this isn't exactly what would happen, but it would be like have ScarJo right here in this field of grass, but then a big dinosaur is behind her, but she's probably not going to see it or something like that, because they rendered that scene a year and a half before they actually put ScarJo in here. And so it just feels a little bit like I hadn't noticed it that bad, having, them not interacting with the actual world that much. But this really felt like they, I don't know, half the time they felt like they were there, half the time they didn't feel like they felt like they never really acknowledged the fact that they're over like 1,000-foot. They physically acknowledge, but it's not like it's not a big deal, It's like no one was reacting to the fact that they were in these just giant landscapes. I just felt like it was an either under or over reaction in some points, and it just leads to the believability and whatnot. And of course, we have to like save the family. But yeah, Jurassic World Rebirth. It feels like an extended television show that got a really big budget, and we got movie stars too. So we got ScarJo, Mahershala, but it just didn't come together. The pacing, the story, I just couldn't. I couldn't justify it. So I left this at a solid 6 out of 10. Check it out if you're a completist, but it is certainly nothing that I would have expected Gareth Edwards to have made. I definitely wouldn't have. I would have expected a little bit, a little bit scarier, a little bit more meat on the bone. I'm not trying to be like all, 120% puns, but my Lord, it just felt like there was no punch to this, and I didn't care enough about the characters to really be like, oh God, what's gonna happen? I mean, wasn't the last one about like crazy bugs or something like that? And like, I felt like that one was not a good movie, but at least it had an ethos of an idea. This felt like, well, we got to get them to the island somehow, and there's dinosaurs there, I guess. I mean, to be honest, after the first like 5 or 10 minutes, I feel like you don't see dinosaurs for a good 20. You're big chilling. You're like big chilling in the ocean, waiting for something to happen. And I was like, is there dinos? Is there dinosaurs in this? So I just I couldn't really justify giving this more than a 6 out of 10, mostly just because of the visuals, and it's just something to watch, kind of get you out of the heat. But yeah, check out Jurassic World Rebirth if you are interested in being a big completist or anything like that. But otherwise, maybe wait till it gets to VOD at home or something like that. Thank you for listening, watching LuckyDog Podcast, Jurassic World Rebirth. Faza, you got any last minute comments that we need to chime in here before we close up shop for the review? I think we might end up doing some what's it called, Fortnite drops and bops if the boys are down. So thank you for listening, watching LuckyDog Podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, whatever you're doing to support the podcast. We appreciate you. And, of course, we are on Twitch now, Twitch affiliates. And subscribe for the monthly giveaways. You know, Yahir Bear just won the last giveaway of 500 V-Bucks. And still waiting to see what he wants to pick out. Probably end up doing that Go Power Rangers. You already know. So, what up, Dave? What up, Dave? Are we doing drops and bops? I'm about to hop in the Discord. All right, y'all.